So today is World Mental Health Awareness Day, and Susan and I just wanted to talk about 3 ways to let go of negative thoughts. And for a lot of people, negative thoughts start to become what I call monkey brain in the mind and can work us up and put us in a darker place. And so I just wanted to talk about some things that we've learned from experience. So I'll throw it to you.
Okay, cool. Well, it is 3 ways. What is it? 3 ways we let go of negative thoughts. Mm-hmm. So we probably should talk about letting go, what that means first. Because letting go, I think we jump to the idea that letting go means getting rid of or pushing back or controlling to change, make different. And letting go would mean more like noticing that you're having a negative thought and then accepting that you're having a negative thought. So you're not like, I'm having a negative thought and this is why I'm a jerk because I'm having a negative thought, or this is why I shouldn't be or should be having a negative thought. But so just letting go means mostly just noticing that you're doing it, and then awareness of having a negative thought or being in a negative place can be the trigger, be enough to get you out of it. Because once you're aware that you're doing it and you're noticing that you're having negative thoughts, that awareness alone, the noticing alone, can help you move past it. I don't know, it's not true for everybody.
It's making that
all
separation.
Situations.
Yeah, making that separation.
That you're having a thought.
Right.
That's something you're doing.
So number 1. Awareness of those negative thoughts helps let go of them.
3 ways to let go of negative thoughts. Number 1, awareness.
Okay. Number 2, this is something I learned from my therapist in doing cognitive behavioral therapy. And it's often used for people who are having panic attacks, which is something that I have experienced myself, and many of you out there may have not even realized it, but just with general anxiety, which often come from, again, that monkey mind and the negative thought process and pattern and over. So we all know what our 5 senses are, and so by truly grounding yourself in those 5 senses, you're getting out of your head and into your body. So releasing some of those negative thoughts, maybe they're going to come back later, but in the moment, you're going to get present by getting into your body. So you just say to yourself, what's one thing that I see? What's one thing that I hear? What's one thing that I physically can feel, my feet on the ground? What's one thing that I can taste? And I'm forgetting one.
A sense?
Yeah.
There's
5 senses.
There's
see, touch, hear.
Here. Oh, no,
one thing I can hear. Smell.
Oh, smell.
I didn't say smell.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I can see, one thing I can physically touch, one thing I can hear, one thing I can smell, and one thing that I taste. And if you circle through those over and over, again, you're just grounding yourself and separating yourself from that negative thoughts.
Right. You're in the... Also, I mean, I'd use listening a lot, because if you just listen, what are all the sounds I hear in the room, that exercise alone can bring you into the moment and kind of shake off whatever crazy making monkey brain you were in.
And both of those things are things that we talk about when we talk about meditation as well, the awareness as well as then those tools of listening and such.
Right.
So that number 2 is grounding, just grounding yourself in your body. Number 3 is something I learned called expressive writing. And this I learned from a doctor named Dr. David Hanscom. You can go look him up if you want. And this has to do with actually negative thoughts as related to physical pain, but that's another video. We'll talk about that later. But one of the things is that with our negative thoughts, our brains are actually creating neural pathways. And what we can do and those cause things after we're having these negative thoughts, whether that's physical anxiety, physical pain, what have you. So there's a tool that you can create a habit called expressive writing. And what you're doing is you're sitting down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, and whatever comes into your head, crazy shit comes into your head. And especially as you start writing, like things will come and you'll be like, how do I even think these things? And you're actually, me especially.
I can see that. Me, I'm like, yeah, of course I think those things.
And so you're getting the separation between those negative thoughts because you're putting them on paper and separating them from you. And that actually over and over can retrain your brain. And what you want to do after you do that expressive writing is rip it up and throw it away. And it's done. Or burn it. Or burn it. And it's done. So those are 3 tools that you can use to let go of negative thoughts. If you're having negative thoughts today, World Mental Health Day, definitely go out and talk to somebody. But you always have yourself there as well.
Nice work, Kenna.
All right. Thanks, everyone.